All right, strap yourselves in because today we were going deep into AI, and let me tell you, things are evolving so quickly it's almost impossible to keep up.
Yeah, no kidding.
We've got this 2-minute papers video with Dr. Carolee Solnay-Fair, and even he's pretty hyped, which says a lot coming from him.
He's usually pretty chill, right?
Exactly. Remember how mind-blowing ChatGPT felt when it first came out? Well, get ready, because what we're diving into today makes that look like baby steps.
It's true. The advancements we're seeing now are just incredible.
So in this deep dive, we're going to unpack some seriously impressive new AI tools that are not only cutting edge, but also free.
Free is always good.
Right. We'll break down how they work, no PhD required, I promise, and explore what this AI explosion really means for all of us.
It's an exciting time, and understanding these developments is crucial for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so the video starts by introducing this AI called DeepSeek R1, and it's making some serious waves.
Yeah, even OpenAI, the folks behind ChatGPT, are sitting up and taking notice.
And they should be. Like, the video shows it explaining the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Oh, yeah.
But it explains it visually in a way that even I could understand, and then it goes on to create animations like a bouncing ball inside a rotating triangle.
I saw that. Pretty cool.
It may sound kind of basic, but it's a huge leap for AI, being able to reason and generate complex outputs like that.
What's amazing is that DeepSeek R1 performs almost as well as OpenAI's paid models on those standard benchmarks.
Wow, so it's right up there with the big guys.
Exactly, and it's free.
Right.
That's a game changer for accessibility. Could really shake up the whole AI landscape.
And get this, there are 2 versions. One you can use right on their website.
Yeah, and it can even browse the internet to find information for you.
And a self-hosted version for the privacy-minded folks who don't want their data tracked.
It's a smart move. Gives people options.
No wonder the host of 2-minute papers keeps saying stuff like, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, he was pretty excited.
I gotta admit, I'm kind of geeking out about it too.
It's hard not to. This is huge.
But it also makes you wonder, what are the implications of all this? Is this just another cool AI toy, or is it something bigger?
It's definitely more than just a toy.
Okay, so you're saying it's a big deal.
DeepSeek R1 signals a real shift in the AI landscape. For a long time, OpenAI was the undisputed leader, but now open source, free alternatives are catching up, and fast.
So it's not just about this one AI, it's about who gets to control these incredibly powerful tools.
It is. The video makes a really important point. We're moving towards a future where incredibly powerful AI assistants will be available to everyone.
Like everyone, like in our pocket.
Remember that phrase, a genius in your pocket?
Okay, now I am getting chills.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
But how does DeepSeek even work? They mentioned self-evolution, and I'm picturing like an AI brain growing in the cloud.
Not quite a brain in the cloud, but it's still pretty incredible technology.
So how does it work?
Well, DeepSeek uses this process called reinforcement learning. Basically, it's a way for it to learn from its mistakes and improve over time.
So it's kind of like training a dog, but on a massive scale with code instead of treats.
That's a great analogy.
Oh, yeah.
You give the AI a task, and if it does well, it gets a reward, reinforcing that behavior.
So it's constantly learning and getting smarter.
Exactly. And what's so elegant about reinforcement learning is it's a pretty simple concept, but it can produce really complex, intelligent behavior.
It all comes down to data and smart algorithms.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. But this AI explosion isn't just about DeepSeek, right? The video mentions all these other new systems popping up.
Oh, yeah, constantly.
It's like every week there's something new and mind-blowing to learn about.
Absolutely. We're seeing unprecedented acceleration in AI development. It's not just about creating new models. It's about finding new ways to use them.
It's like AI is evolving faster than we can even wrap our heads around it.
It's true.
It's exciting, but kind of scary too, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Where do we fit in this future where everyone has a genius in their pocket?
That's the million-dollar question. And the 2-minute papers video actually addresses it directly.
Oh, really? What do they say?
The host actually asks the viewers what they would use these AI tools for.
I like that. It's not just about the tech itself, but about how we as humans interact with it.
Exactly.
So what were people saying? Were they freaking out?
The comments were a really interesting mix of excitement and apprehension. Some people were already brainstorming practical applications.
Like what?
Using AI for personalized education, automating tedious tasks, even composing music or creating art.
So using AI to enhance creativity and make us more efficient.
Exactly. But there were also concerns about job displacement. you know.
Right. If AI can automate complex tasks, what happens to the people currently doing those jobs?
It's a valid concern.
It feels like we're on the verge of a massive societal shift.
We are, and there's no way to know for sure how it'll all play out.
So it's less robots taking over and more, how do we work with these increasingly powerful tools?
Exactly. Remember, AI is a tool. It's a reflection of our own ingenuity.
True. How we use it is up to us.
Right, we're the ones in control.
Okay, but let's talk about those practical applications for a second. I can see how AI could revolutionize education and creative work.
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine having a personalized AI tutor or an AI assistant that can help you write a symphony.
The possibilities are endless.
But we can't forget about those potential downsides. Job displacement is a big one.
It is. It's a complex issue.
How do we prepare for a future where AI can do so many of the jobs we rely on?
Part of the solution might involve focusing on developing skills that are uniquely human.
Like what?
Creativity, critical thinking, empathy, collaboration, the ability to learn and adapt.
So those soft skills.
Exactly. Those skills will become even more valuable as AI takes over more routine tasks.
Makes sense. It's about finding our niche in a world that's increasingly automated, but what about those unforeseen consequences, the stuff we haven't even thought of yet?
That's the wild card, right? AI is evolving so rapidly, there's always the possibility of unintended consequences.
Right. So what do we do? It feels like trying to hit a moving target.
In a way, it is, but that doesn't mean we're powerless.
Okay, so what can we do?
The key is to stay informed and engaged. Keep learning about AI, its capabilities, and its limitations.
So, staying up to date.
Right. And participate in conversations about its ethical implications and societal impact. Don't be afraid to ask questions and challenge assumptions.
Be proactive, not passive.
Exactly. Make sure your voice is heard.
This has been a lot to take in. We've explored the incredible capabilities of these new AI tools.
The potential and the very real concerns.
But the future of AI isn't set in stone. It's up to us to shape it responsibly.
It is.
So, to our listeners, I want to ask you, what excites you most about these developments? What concerns you? These aren't just theoretical questions. They have real-world implications for all of us.
They do. It's something we all need to think about.
And that brings us to the final part of our deep dive,
where we'll explore some potential scenarios for the future of AI and how we can prepare ourselves.
Welcome back. My head's kind of spinning after that last segment.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
AI in everyone's pocket, jobs disappearing, those unforeseen consequences. It's intense.
It is, and we've only just scratched the surface.
So instead of getting all overwhelmed, how do we move from what's happening to what do we do about it?
Good question. We can't just sit around and wait for the future to happen to us.
Exactly. We've talked about the potential, the risks, and the fact that this AI train is going full speed ahead. So what are our next steps? How do we prepare for all this?
Well, we can't predict the future perfectly, but we can explore some possible scenarios.
Okay, like what if?
Exactly, and use that to think about how to navigate this new world.
So let's play future casting for a minute. What are some possibilities if AI keeps developing at this crazy pace?
One scenario is a future of abundance and collaboration.
Okay.
Imagine AI boosting our capabilities, automating those tedious tasks, freeing us up to do more creative and fulfilling work.
So, like, we're all super productive and happy.
It's possible. Think about it. AI-assisted doctors, making faster, more accurate diagnoses, personalized education for every student. Artists pushing creative boundaries in ways we can't even imagine.
That sounds pretty amazing, like a utopia where humans and AI are working together to solve problems.
It's a possibility, but we also have to consider the potential downsides.
Right. There's always a flip side.
Another scenario is one where the benefits of AI are mostly concentrated in the hands of a few.
Oh, so the rich get richer and the rest of us are stuck with the scraps.
Essentially, it could lead to increased inequality, job displacement without proper support systems, a widening gap between those who have access to AI and those who don't.
Okay, so not so utopian after all.
Right, and that's something we need to be aware of.
So best case scenario, utopia. Worst case, even bigger gap between the haves and the have-nots. Is there anything else?
The wild card, the future of unforeseen consequences.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. Like, what could we even be missing?
AI evolving in ways we haven't even thought of, leading to outcomes that could be both good and bad, maybe even changing what it means to be human.
Whoa, now we're getting deep. But it's true, this tech has the power to fundamentally change everything.
Exactly. So how do we even prepare for a future that's, well, by definition, full of unknowns?
Yeah, it's like trying to prepare for a storm when you don't know which way it's coming from.
That's a good analogy. But just like with a storm, there are things we can do to be more adaptable and resilient.
It's like building a stronger foundation.
Exactly. One key thing is to focus on developing those skills that are uniquely human.
Okay, like what?
Creativity, critical thinking, empathy, collaboration, the ability to learn and adapt quickly. Those are the things that will make us stand out in a world where AI can handle so many routine tasks.
So it's not about technical skills anymore. It's about honing those human skills, those soft skills everyone keeps talking about.
Exactly. It means we have a lot of agency here. We can choose to develop those skills.
That's a good point. It's empowering.
Another crucial thing is to stay informed and engaged. Don't just sit back and let the AI revolution happen to you.
So be proactive, right?
Keep learning about AI, participate in conversations. Don't be afraid to ask questions, challenge assumptions.
Make our voices heard.
The future of AI isn't set. It's something we're all shaping together.
And the more we know and participate, the better equipped we'll be to navigate this new world.
Exactly.
I'm feeling a lot more optimistic after this conversation. It's a challenge, but it's also a huge opportunity.
I agree.
So to our listeners, the AI revolution is happening. Embrace the possibilities, be mindful of the challenges, and above all, stay curious, stay engaged, and stay informed. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. Until next time.